Hi, my name is Maria5. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back to my channel if you're not so new. So glad you could make it today. I've got a tea and a make and a book, and we'll get started. So the tea, I have a brand new teacup, which I have to show off. So this is it here, and there is a teacup underneath the teapot. And I've already inserted some honey into the bottom of this, but I will just pour out my tea here and give it a stir. And they're not new, but I'm not sure I've shown you my little kitty spoons. I have 4 of them. 2 white, 2 black. And yeah, so this tea, I should tell you, is by Tetley. It's Super Herbal Tea Immune. And zinc contributes to the normal function of the immune system with lemon, echinacea, and zinc. And cold season is upon us, and my throat has not been good for a little while. So there you are. I've also been threatening like a month ago, even longer maybe, about new glasses. Here they are, new glasses. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and just a little bit more about this teacup and teapot. So this is, I know, I saved the box so I could read it to you. Here's the box for it. Native Northwest, nativenorthwest.com, Vancouver. This is not sponsored. I bought it. But just so you know, it's Nicole LaRocque, Coast Salish, and hummingbirds offer us a sense of joy and happiness. And she says, I am delighted to share my art, which will hopefully touch people in a positive way and add to their day. Well, how can you not be delighted drinking tea out of such a lovely vessel? Native Northwest builds everyday connections to Indigenous cultures. 100% of the art featured on Native Northwest products is designed by Indigenous artists. And yeah, this came through where I work, and I've always wanted one, like a little set like that, so here we are. Yeah, couldn't resist. So yes, this immune tea, which is very good for colds, boosting immunity system. Obviously more staving it away than once you've got it, but you know, take everything you can get, right? And with that little bit of honey, it is quite tasty. It's got a little bit of a lemon zingy flavor to it, but yes, not bad at all. And then for the make, I'm going to show you. And here we have a beautiful cat face. This is a very large scrappy quilt. You can see it here going over the bed. And for the book, I have The Listeners, copyright 2025 by Maggie Stiefvader. So, happy birthday, Maggie. It is November the 18th. I know this will air a little bit before that, but yeah, that's okay. And I was a little disappointed. I think it's missing a lot of the infrastructure, and she is huge on infrastructure. Maggie is. And yeah, I thought this was missing a lot. There was a lot that was implied that you had to infer, and sometimes I think it's just better if you tell us, describe exactly what it is, what's going on, instead of shooting out these teeny tiny little, I don't know, morsels and letting us figure it all out. Sometimes it's better if you don't. Sometimes it's nice, but sometimes it's better if you don't. And I think in this particular novel, it would have been so much better if she'd really given us the description really of the Avalon and how it worked first, rather than giving this little trickle, which is interesting. I use that word, but you'll figure that out in a minute. She gives us this little trickle, and you spend a lot of the time figuring it out. The plot line, I don't know. It wasn't the page turner I wanted it to be. Let's put it that way. Yes, I wanted, because most of her novels, and I've read everything she's written, even the kids' novels, and yeah, this is a little just, I don't know, a little lacking. Just my opinion, but hey. But let us get on with the book. Yeah, it was, I'm not going to not read her ever again. Of course I am. I'm still going to continue to read her. This was just a one-off of all the books I've read. And I mean, it's not like she hasn't had a couple of them, but some of them have just been so brilliant. Shiver, Linger, Forever, Sinner was one of my all-time favorites as far as series goes, for sure. That was definitely one of them. The Raven Boys. My favorite of all of hers is still the Scorpio Races. I want her to write something like, I know that's a really like almost coming of age, but that for adult would be amazing. But yeah, I really would like her to write another The Scorpio Races. And yeah, I have it in my own head too. Maybe I'll try something one day. Branch out of my poetry. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yes. Yeah, I didn't love it. I'm never enamored with World War II subjects. And Remembrance Day just having passed, I figured this was rather apropos, her birthday coming up. Like, this is the perfect one for this novel. But yeah, it's never my favorite subject. I have listened to way too many stories from my Oma, my Opas. Yeah, you know, friends of my Omas and Opas. Like, I've heard so many stories of World War II, like real life, because they've lived through it. And yeah, it's not that I'm saying we should forget it and we should not write about it. We should, absolutely. And if you're looking for something like that, there is a novel, but a brilliantly written one called Eternal by Lisa Scottolini. And yeah, that's a brilliant story that is literally all the way through. And it's not pretty. It's I would say, rather realistic of the times. And even then, I'm sure some of it's glossed over. I'm sure some of it is. But yeah, just the perceptions and the misperceptions and possibly a little bit more current. Just thought of that one too. But yeah, not my favorite subject. This is January 1942 is when this takes place. We have a hotel in the U.S. and owned by a very, very wealthy family. And we have June Hudson, and she's the manager, the general manager. She literally runs the show and is responsible for all the staff, all the catering, all the events, all the parties, all the weddings, all the you name it. She's the main one. And within the hotel, underneath the hotel, we have Sweetwater, which is very much Maggie Stiefvader. And it's magical properties of the water. And that's when I kind of said, ah ha ha, trickle. Yes, she leaves smatterings of this sweet water. And so from what I have been able to gather from it, the Sweetwater, there are fonts, there are pipes running all the way through. There are stone edifices that the Sweetwater comes out of. It runs underneath. And then there are 4 bathhouses on the grounds. And they basically keep the guests happy. And so June has to be very careful managing the Sweetwater, making sure that her mind is clear, it's filled with good, happy thoughts, and not letting the water turn, which, yeah, Maggie could have done such a better job with the whole water, and because it's a very important part of the book, but yeah, you're kind of left piecing it together, and the infrastructure of that, I feel, should have been so much better addressed. But never mind. Okay, so we have June, hotel manager, capable woman, no doubt about that. And the whole idea behind the Avalon is this lap of luxury where they anticipate your needs before you even know you need or want something. So that was actually very cool. And the whole, how all of that comes about, like, I thought that was quite well done. Yeah. And then she's got 3 Dachshunds that follow her around everywhere. And she actually takes very good care of these dogs. And then she drinks 4 glasses of Sweetwater every day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. And I think that's how she tells where the water's at. It doesn't say that, but I'm gathering that from inferences that She drinks 4 glasses of water. It's supposed to be eternal youth. Yeah, and I don't know. I know I keep coming back to this. I want more background of this water for sure. Anyway, then we have Tucker Minnick, and he is the FBI agent, and he's running the hotel. And we have the Guilford son, who basically has sold, he's basically guaranteed that he is not going to be entering the war as a soldier. And yeah, we're not really told why, but I'm sure you can inference that. Yeah, so he's and June have this thing going. It's something. We don't really know what it is. June had a crazy crush on him for a lot of years. And he obviously likes her. But yeah. And then we have Tucker, who's the FBI. And so this whole hotel has been filled with Axis agents that are in holding, waiting to be transported back to Germany. More like prisoners of conscience. They haven't actually done anything yet, but they're being held there, and they're going to do this exchange. So Germany will bring Americans back in exchange for all the German citizens they're getting back. They're waiting at this hotel. So Agent Tucker Minnick is roaming around the hotel trying to divine as many secrets as he can. Yeah, I'm not going to get much more into it. Of course there's more to it, but that's the basis of it. Obviously there's a little bit of a love triangle interest, there's jealousy, there's World War II secrets, and there's this amazing hotel, which June has decided she is going to treat everybody the way she treats everybody else at the Avalon, with complete and utter luxury. So yeah, I just find it I found it very, very interesting as a premise. I hope she delves more into this. I hope she writes more about the Avalon, about the hotel, about the Sweetwater, because I want to know more. But I don't know. It ends. I don't know that it's going to be a series. I don't know that. It doesn't end leaving you wanting more, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, please subscribe, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.